Hey yo, you know what this is, man. Boy Season in the building, the 5 finger, 2 finger, right beside the middle finger, laying down, man. Wolfpack sound all day. When I sit there and say my peoples, I'm talking about family member. When I sit there and say in person, you know, that's I'm talking about somebody else that I know. So I was throwing my peoples up. My peoples asked, me and her friend, which is another person, sitting there saying, yo, I want you, can we hook up, can we throw a party or whatever and stuff like that, for my birthday, her birthday in the next couple of weeks or so. I was like, okay, cool, everything was good. There's no communication back and forth between nobody. Her mom's, me, my mom, and some, I think my mom was that, but there's no communication. So I'm trying to do the best I can, keep everything cool and at peace. Because I'm the type of person, I keep things low key. I'm not, a person that start drama, get in everybody's face. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna talk my mess, but I'm saying truthful things. These are things that's actually true. So, there's because this place is too damn small for anything else to be happening and shit like that. So, so my people's right. When I'm sitting there, I'm sitting there telling her, yo, there's no communications. You got about 2 weeks. You got about a whole month. 2 weeks has gone by. Since we talked about this and stuff like that. Hey, cool. So I'm supposed to be cooking it. Cooking this person's food. I do not know what everybody else is doing. I do not know I don't know what the list is. I don't know what everybody else is getting or nothing like that. So, upon that, I'm sitting there saying, okay, let's communicate. Let's do something. I sit there and say, have you talked to your? I said, have you talked to your have I talked to your person yet? She said no, because I kind of know I kind of know what's up between both of these and stuff like that. Between that person communicating with me and my people's communicating with me and stuff like that. Because I kind of know what their mind frame is, especially my people. I know what their mind frame is, and from years back, and they're completely not on my level when it comes to this mind frame shit as to anything. I'm sitting there saying, because what I mean my mind frame is that as to I just got all my shit together, and this is relating to what I've been through in last past years and stuff like that, where it has me matured. Most people haven't grown up yet. People need to fucking grow up. Instead of that he said, she said shit. Why don't you talk to me personally? Why don't you let's pull these people, let's pull these things aside. So let's see what's up. Because otherwise, then we can sit there and argue about it later. Otherwise, then don't sit there and put me as a bad guy and don't let me tell my story. So if you don't let me tell my side of the story, then you're not in the right frame of mind. I'm talking to the other person and stuff. I'm talking about both people, but right now I'm sitting there saying you're not in my right frame of mind, getting mad at me or anything. I'm talking to the other person. So yeah, so I said to say, there's no communication between all of us. I don't know what's up, and we haven't. There's been a less communication within almost a 2-week window or wherever within that time she told us, or we was contacted within 3 or 4 days. So she said things to me that I almost took it as a threat, because actually when I read it back, he's like, oh, in the state of New York, or I should say in Syracuse, and you actually, I talked to this in my talked that mess up back about 5 episodes ago when I was talking about when I was talking about this dude named Jay, or I call it fake ass John. So the officer sitting there said, you cannot make threats towards people. Okay, you making sort of a threat to me, but yeah, you sitting there saying if somebody come out your mouth, so. But nobody didn't come out the mouth sitting there saying bad stuff. Actually, I haven't said not one bad thing to nobody, and I'm a low key person. I'm low key. I don't fuck with nobody. Just like that person told me that, yo, that's why I don't fuck with y'all. I do the same thing too. So fuck if you don't do the same, so you do the same thing. I do the fucking same thing too. I don't talk to you. I don't talk to my peoples. I don't talk to nobody. I keep them to myself, because this is the way I was growing up. This is the way I've been through everything. Environment-wise, family-wise. Family members taking girlfriend, friends sitting there saying shit. I'm just sitting there saying, I'd rather have, little friends that I have versus a whole bunch of people that that would be my friends and stuff like that. So right now, I got roughly about 2-3 people, that's my friends, that's close friends. All the other people, that's what I'm looking for, associates. Wow, I wish I would said that in my last fucking video. But, yeah, so, she's my associate. So basically, I don't know her because we went through high school together and stuff like that or whatever. So that person that's an associate and stuff like that. Okay, cool. That person that was an associate and stuff like that, coming at me because of what my people sitting there saying stuff to her. I'm like, okay, I called my people, was like, yo, what's up? I'm sitting there saying, yo, my peoples, yo, what you need to do is, she coming at me for what? I don't want you, and I sit there and say, you don't want me sitting there telling, you sit there and told me that, I don't want, hey, don't tell nobody that we on a break. Okay, cool. So I kept my fucking word. So we supposed to be family, right? We supposed to be family on Facebook, right? We supposed to be like, what I mean by Facebook, okay, we all family as to, you're actually my blood relative and stuff like that. So if we actually family and stuff like that, you ain't supposed to sit there and anything we supposed to keep within inside our family. Why would you sit there and tell somebody else? So this is why I sit there and say, she's not on the same mind frame level and stuff like that. She don't got them all there. I'm still gonna talk my fucking mess. Otherwise, there's certain things that people shouldn't be sitting there saying out their fucking mouth. If you're supposed to be family, then why you sitting there telling somebody that's not even true, or you misinterpreted what you sitting there and said? So, okay, cool. 2 days going past, he's like, okay, I wrote down, and I sit there and said that, okay, let's see what's going to end up happening. And stuff like that. I sit there and told my peoples that. 2 days later, I wake up early in the morning, like, an hour later, after I get done taking a shower, I'm looking at I'm like, 30 from my associate. And stuff like that. I'm like, what the hell is she coming at me for? So I'm sitting there saying, I'm supposed to be communicating and stuff like that. So I called my peoples up, right? And then this is what she sit there and said. This is my people sitting there and said. She sit there and said, I don't know that. I don't know that. That's between you. She's sitting there stuttering a lot. So, when you sit there, basically when you sit there and stutter a lot and stuff like that, then, that's kind of sitting there saying that you have something to do with it. By all means, you have something to do with it. Now, if I'm supposed to be your best, how you sit there say, if I'm supposed to be your best people, right, as as relative wife, if I'm supposed to be your best people and stuff like that, then why are you sitting there and doing this at the third? Otherwise, what is she trying to sit there? Is she hounding you, sitting there and want to get you with it, sitting there and say, interrogating you upon things that's not true, or you just want to sit there and say what you want to sit there, or do you just want to sit there and see drama? Now, this might be a long video, but I don't really care. I'm making it 10 minutes. So this is what I'm sitting there. This is what I'm sitting there and saying. Now, there's a thing. I don't know if I want to put in the link or not. It might be in the link in the description about people that are bored and stuff like that. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I'm gonna edit this whole thing out, whatever. Hopefully, I don't know. Probably don't care or probably don't feel like it. And I saw it a few times. Here we go. Now, this thing is called, I'm going to sit there and kind of reference it to it a little bit. Let's go to the videos. No, yes. Alright, it says, look at that. It says, why humans choose pain over boredness, or being bored. So, now this test is tribute, okay, you can't last 15 minutes, alright, in your own mind and thoughts and by yourself. So people are afraid to be alone. I said this in the past. People are afraid to be alone. People can't be alone with their own thoughts so no more than 14 minutes. Probably a little less than that. So when you're bored, you're gonna do things. You're gonna do things to keep yourself occupied. So they put these people in a blank room, and they gave them a mild shot before to let them know how the thing would feel. So you can't sit there 15 minutes being bored or with just your only thoughts. Then the people shock themselves. I was like, wow. So you can't. So I'm sitting there saying, okay, that would happen. That would have been about 3 days ago. I heard it before. It was about 4 or 5 days ago. So, what I'm sitting there saying is that my people was I feel like that my people was actually bored. She didn't have nobody around. She's on break with from her boyfriend. At the same time, she don't live with her mama. You know, she lived by herself. So I figured that, you know, she wanted. So since you bored, you're gonna find. So that's what it is. You being bored. Now you're gonna let your shock come in. Since you bored, you gotta stimulate something. So she had to. So I think she had to stimulate herself, get it talking and stuff like that. I think she felt good because people is, you know, talking to her and stuff like that. So since she being talked to and stuff like that, that's when she sitting there and said these things and stuff like that as a mild shock. You know, I'm using that as it means a mild shot. She's talking to the people she want. I don't think she meant to serve nothing, but I think things have slipped out or whatever. But it is, you know, it is what it is. I can sit there and say either it slipped out, interrogated, or, you know, she wanted to sit there and say it to start drama, or she was just bored. You know, one of those. It was one of those three. Either way, you know, she was bored and she needed to use that as her means to, you know, not be bored, you know. Otherwise, then the stuttering thing, that whole thing was, you know, that would really, you know, raise my eyebrow right there. Was the whole stuttering thing when she sitting there and said that was between you and her, you know, that was between you and your associate, you know, that's between you and her, you know. I don't know what this, you know. I'm sitting there saying, all right, cool, click. So, all right, so it is what it is for that.